Is the tight end room now the offensive identity, G and chat? Is that what the offensive identity is? Because Jonnu Smith joins Pat Fryermuth, Darnell Washington, Connor Hayward. It's a deep tight end room. Is that the best position on the offense, G?
Yes. I mean, the running back room is nice too. Now, don't get me wrong. Caleb Johnson, Jaylen Warren, the young fella from Philadelphia, we okay in the running back room. But the tight end room, man, we got chess pieces, bro. I was watching film on Jonnu Smith today. Man, Miami moved him all over the place, bro. He was out there at the X one time at the Y. One time they ran him in motion. As soon as they ran him in motion, they threw him the ball in the end zone. One time they ran a comeback route. They was running seam routes. I said, boy, this boy is a chess piece. So yeah. And the development, what I'm excited, I love Jonnu Smith. Fryermuth, you better show up because I want to see the development of Darnell Washington. People could keep trying to say he's a glorified tackle. When Aaron Rodgers, he ain't going to be no glorified tackle. Aaron Rodgers is going to throw him the damn ball. Now, he got to catch it. He's got to catch it. Don't get me wrong. He's got to catch it. But Aaron Rodgers, if he see him running wide open, he's going to throw him the damn ball.
Absolutely.
So our tight end room is boss, bro. It's top 5 in the league. It's top 5 in the league.
I don't know, man. We'll see. Here's the thing. Tight end's got to block too.
Facts.
And while Fryermuth is better at blocking than what he was, he's not great. And my man Jonnu is not good at all. So, it's a double-edged sword. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. As far as top 5, that might be pushing it. My man Dre, super chat here. Appreciate you, Dre, for the super chat and supporting the channel. He says, I know this trade isn't possible, but I'm curious what y'all would give up for Scary Terry. Muth, Austin, and picks. Just throwing a scenario up. That's a good question.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would give up Muth. I'd give up because they're not going to want a tight end, but they would want a wide receiver. I would throw in Calvin Austin if I was them. Now, maybe they don't want him, or maybe they do because they'll take him and knowing his contract's going to be up, yada, yada, yada. But Scary Terry, you got to give a second-round pick for him.
Yeah.
I mean, that you're not going to get him without a second-round pick. Same thing with Chris Olave. It's not going to be less than a second-round pick. So, but I would do it. And you'll have to sign Terry McLaurin. Okay. We're not paying a quarterback. I'm with it.
Or he'll be on a rookie deal after this year. Rookie deal.
Correct. So I would 100% be with it. So we'll see. I like that idea. That's a good question. Mr. Dodd says, are we getting Bennett and Gronkowski?
Come on, man. Stop that, man. Come on. We're not getting them, bro. We're not. That's the tight end room with a pass, bro.
Yeah.
That's the tight end room with a pass. But serviceable now, I mean, be gonna see the light, man. I like the Raiders tight end room. I like Buffalo's.
You'll have to like the Chiefs.
Yeah, the Chiefs and maybe the Detroit Lions, man.
I mean, you got to like the Ravens.
Yeah, I can't stand the diabolical hate.
I mean, you don't have to like them, but you got to respect it. I mean,
it is true, man. Because Isaiah Likely game went up. That's why, man.
Yeah.
But Mark Andrews might have went down.
We'll see. We'll see what that drop does to his psyche this year.
Yep.
He might go into the tank, or he might say, you know what, I got to turn this up a notch. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. Man, Capricorn says top 10 easy. Yeah, I don't think there's any question about that. I don't think there's any question about that. Felicia's still not a believer. She said side-eye tight end, but Tomlin's going to run all day ball.
No, Felicia, no. He's not going to do that, Felicia. He's not.
I don't think it's going to be that, man. I think they'll run it a lot. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think it's going to be crazy, man. So, Luke Cage, what's happening, brother? Thank you for joining the channel. We appreciate it. Not joining the channel, but joining the chat tonight. You've been a part of us for a while, so we appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
But Felicia has a point, says Alonzo Dunn. Tomlin's going to run the wheels off the backs. Le'Veon Harris. I mean, first of all, Alonzo Dunn, I think you got alternative motives by agreeing with Felicia. I'm going to just throw that out there. Now what? I think you got alternative motives. I think this stems back from about the last 3 weeks Mr. Alonzo Dunn got in the doghouse, and now he's trying to claw and fight his way out. I'm just throwing that out there, chat. Y'all do
Yeah,
with that what you will. Do with
Lonzo.
that what you will. I'm just talking. I'm just talking now. I'm
Yeah.
just talking, G. I'm
We
just
swam,
talking.
we swam through the cloud of bias. We swam through it and we seen the end. Mr. Dunn, we know what happened a couple of weeks ago. We ain't gonna
Oh,
talk about it. We're gonna
shoot.
leave it alone. But we know what happened, Mr. Dunn. Don't start none, won't be none.
Absolutely. I remember that, boy. That brought back memories of my grandmother. I'm like, oh my God, boy, apologize quickly.
Better put some respect on Felicia's name while you playing.
Woo,
You better put some
ugly.
respect out there. Put some respect, or you're gonna be in trouble.
But here's the thing. I'm gonna ask the chat, what do you all think that the offensive philosophy, and asking you too, G, what do you think the offensive philosophy is going to be? I don't think that's going to, I still think the Steelers are going to run the ball probably anywhere between 54 and 58% of the time. I still
Mm,
think they're going to do that. I just think when they throw it, they're going to have, look, it's up to Arthur Smith. You know, I
mhm,
heard somebody talking yesterday about, well, you got to worry about touches here and touches there. I'm like, Arthur Smith don't care about that. Arthur
mm-mm,
Smith's job is to move the football and score points. It
mhm,
doesn't matter how he does it. That's
mhm,
his job. So
mhm.
if the guys are wanting to win, they're going to have to sacrifice. There's not going to be somebody out there getting 120 catches for 1,800 yards. That's not going to happen in an Arthur Smith offense. His is about balance.
Yeah.
So the philosophy, is it going to be any different, G?
Yeah, we're not the big trash Bengals. They're gonna stay in 11 personnel and get Joe Burrow killed. That's not what we're gonna do. We're gonna run some play action, right? The running game complements the passing game. And we're now, will our primary set be 12? Possibility.
Yeah, I
Possibility
think
our
so.
primary says 12, but it's gonna run the running the ball sets up the play action. Running the ball sets up to be able to throw the ball in the middle of the field. Running the ball gives you matchup nightmares because now you run it 2 times and you come back and run the same play and you run play action off of it with a wheel route. You run it again another time or two, and then you run play action off of that and you set up a seam route. That's what this thing, or you just, if Calvin Austin, they say he run a 4-2, man,
Right.
hey man, get on out there, man, just run on out there. I'm wide open, baby. I run a 4-2, I'm running by everybody. And
Yeah,
Rodgers take the chances to do that from a schematic standpoint. So the running is to set it up. And for the first time in a long time, we got a quarterback that can still make every freaking throw. So if he can make every
absolutely.
throw, yeah, man, hell yeah, we're going to run it. But to set that play action up too, we're going to
Yeah.
set that play action up.
And that's the thing. Rodgers isn't mobile like he used to be, but
Mm-hmm.
he can still throw the ball on the run. He can
Mm-hmm.
still throw off a play action, which is exactly what you want him to do, man. That's what Arthur Smith's offense is set up to do, is to be able to play action and throw off of that. I do have to recognize Felicia said, look, Big B, don't get on my boy Alonzo. Look, first of all, I already apologize. Don't get me started. I apologize. I apologize. I apologize. I don't want to get on your bad side, not even a little bit. I'm not like Alonzo. He don't listen. He don't listen. So I'm just telling you right now. Matter of
I,
fact,
I, he's doing better. Lonzo doing better, bro.
of
He's
course
doing
he's
better.
doing better. That's our
Doing better.
dog. Of
I
course
got
he's
it. I
doing
got it.
better,
I got
man.
Lonzo back. But Felicia, you got to give that man a break. Give him a break. Damn, man. He's trying, man. Give him a break.
Capricorn Steel calls it right here. It says run a lot of quick passes and play action, sprinkle in chunk plays.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. Look, the day now you're also going to take your deep shots, with DK. He's there for that. You're going to take your deep shots with him. So I agree. We're still going to run. We're going to run the majority of the time, and then we're
Mm-hmm.
just going to play off of that. I think it's going to be a good offense, man.
Yep, yep.
Lonzo said, "You got me, Big B." But the truth is, Felicia and Arch Baby Doll has real football acumen. Yes, they do.
That's
Yes,
facts.
they do. Absolutely.
Yeah.
They absolutely do. So I
Mm-hmm.
appreciate them. I appreciate everybody that comes in and helps us, man, and supports the channel and shows up every week. That's why I love the chat, because the chat shows up every week, man.
Mm-hmm. Big
But
facts.
don't get it twisted, Alonzo Dunn. I'm calling you out at every opportunity, brother. I'm calling you out. I can't help it. I'm a snitch. I'm a snitch.
No, you ain't no snitch. You a dry snitch.
I am a dry snitch. I'm a
There's a
dry
difference. There's
snitch,
a
but I'm a
difference.
truth teller. I'm a
Yeah,
truth
man.
teller, G.
He done got me.
James
He wasn't back in the
Uppertine.
corner. He wasn't back in the corner. He just snitched.
Lord,
Mm.
and look what we got here. Mr. Jay's upper teeth with the super chat said, "Tell Felicia I can be that Ohio side piece." Lord have mercy. The chat's on Thunderbird tonight, G. They've gone off the rails. The chat has gone off. And now we got people wanting to be side pieces. The chat has gone off the rails, ladies and gentlemen. I hope to bring it back in. I don't know what can happen.
Jay,
I
you
don't
out
know
there
what can
like that?
happen.
Jay, you out there like that? Hey, man, I feel you, man.
Jay is
Hey,
out there. I mean,
shoot your shot,
nose
baby.
wide open, G.
Yeah,
Nose wide open for everybody. There's 316 people in here. His nose is wide open for everybody. You got to respect somebody like that, though. You got to respect somebody, G, that's going to have his nose wide open for everybody to see. You respect that. You
yeah.
do.
He took a courage shot. You know, like when you're drinking.
Oh,
When
yeah.
you're
Oh,
drinking,
yeah.
you get about 3-4 shots of courage in you. You'll say anything. So he took a
What?
courage shot.
It was, wasn't it? I was supposed to have a contest tonight for a little bit of E&J, but I guess we missed out on that. Good. Producer missed out on that. That's a good thing.
Oh, but we
That's
done
a
been
good
there
thing.
for
I
what we set the
appreciate you.
parameters last night. The parameters, B, you been drunk. based
Yeah,
on
I've been dead
based
by
on what's
now.
going on
I can't
tonight, the
do that. My
parameters,
liver
you've been
can't
drunk.
have that. I'm
Mm-hmm.
going on vacation next week, man, or at the end of next week. I got to rest all my laurels until then, because you know how many pictures I'm gonna have for people in Steelers Almighty. And I'm telling you right now, chat, we'll get back to football. I promise you. I got all my shirts, my summer shirts. I got my belly open. My shirt's gonna be wide open. We're gonna have some fun next week,
Yeah,
or week after that, I should say. We're gonna have a lot of fun. So I
yeah,
appreciate y'all. Let's get back to it, man.
yeah,
Let's get back to it. Yeah, the chat is on one tonight. The chat is on one. The
yeah.
Thunderbird going all over the place. He said he's got the Thunderbird. Mr. Dodd said he's shooting a shot from state to state. It is crazy.
I ain't mad at him.
On a Tuesday night. I mean, the
Mm-hmm.
chat is wild, man. The chat is
Mm-hmm.
wild.
And we love him. We love him for it. Be real. Keep it real.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
look at Tanya said, "Oh, there's competition in the building." Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Mm-hmm. Leonard
I
Don
love
said
it,
side
man.
order request. Leonard Don said
Love
side
it.
order request. Jesus.
Unbelievable, boy.
Ooh, Lord.
Unbelievable, man. Let's reel it in, G. Let's reel it
Mm-hmm.
in. Let's reel it
Mm-hmm.
in. We'll get back to it. I promise you, people. We'll get back to it. So, Pittsburgh Steelers. We're talking about Jonnu Smith. Does he? I guess does he replace a wide receiver too? My answer to that, G, is hell no.
That's fact.
Hell no, he doesn't. I don't
That's fact.
care. Don't start with that not you. I'm just talking about in general. Hell no, he
Mm-hmm.
don't replace a wide receiver too. Steelers still got another move to make.
Yeah, I'm with you 100%. Because I done heard it on other podcast channels. He can be a serviceable wide receiver too and all whatever else. Bro, if DK go down, Jonnu's not going to the X.
Correct.
Let's just be honest. If DK goes down, and I pray to God he don't go down, he's not moving to the X. We still
Nope.
got some work to do. We have to bring in a guy that if DK does go down for any time, you got to have a guy that plays the X. And the Steelers got some work to do. And B, I already done told you. I'm G. Stradamus in it. I already done told you. Listen, I'm going to tell you what Omar Khan is like, B. I'm going to tell you. You ever seen that Fleece Johnson where he said, I likes you and I want you? And you can have this the hard way or the easy way. The choice is yours. Omar doing dudes like that, bro. He's identifying dudes that we thought Jalen Ramsey, the trade was dead. We all media sources and all whatever else. The trade is dead and blah, blah, blah. With Jonnu Smith, the trade is dead and all. Omar Khan said, I like you and I want you. Now we can do this the hard way or the easy way. The choice is yours. And his eyes is set on Olave. He likes him and he wants him. So
Right.
he just gonna wait on him. He gonna wait, but he gonna get that dude, bro. He gonna get his player. That's his move, bro.
Here's my thing, and this is kind of my thinking. Mark Malone asked a good question and says they're trying to get Cooper for low dollars. Amari Cooper's going to come for low dollars no matter what. It's almost training camp. Nobody's called him. He's going to come for low dollars anyway because he's on his way out. Having said all of that, before you pay Amari Cooper, I think the Steelers still want to see what they have in Roman Wilson at that position. I'm not saying it's going to be anything, but I think the Steelers, I think they want to give him an opportunity. Can he win the job? It's one thing in mini camp and OTAs. Can this guy win the job? and do that. If he can, great.
Mm-hmm.
I still think you call Amari Cooper. I still think you call him because, again, you can't have enough. Uh, got a new subscriber to the channel. We appreciate you, man. Thank you. Got another new subscriber to the channel. We
Yes, man.
appreciate you, man.
Another one, three in a
Another.
row. Man,
With
come
three
on.
in a row. We
Yeah,
appreciate you, man. Thank you guys for
yeah,
subscribing to the channel, supporting
yeah,
us, man.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
But I still think you make phone calls. My
Mm-hmm.
thing is, first of all, I don't want Gabe Davis. I know people ask him.
Hell no.
Gabe Davis runs two routes: a go route and a post. Other than that, he doesn't do anything. And I get it. Gabe Davis is a decent blocker. He is that. I'll give him credit.
Mm-mm.
But you need somebody on the opposite side of DK that can just be open.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we need. We need a guy to just be open. So
Well, what's going on with Rodgers right now, and Callie is going to tell the truth. Because,
yeah,
Rodgers done had the fellas out there. They've been out there doing what they do. He done brought them out there, spending time with them, throwing the football all around. We got about 3 weeks to go. They'll probably take a little break and then join back in. And when they come from California to go to training camp on the 23rd, they're already going to know what time it is. Rodgers is going to have a conversation with Mike Tomlin, with Omar Khan, and with Andy Waddle and be like, look, bro, I don't know if this kid can do it, man. You got to go get me one.
yeah,
And then now that's where Khan comes back in and said, okay, now I told you, now I found the one I want. So now we're gonna have to go and give up the second, but that's the one I want. So I mean, that's where we're headed. But hopefully, Rome and Calvin Austin have shown that they're going to develop. They're going to be great football players, serviceable wide receivers in the NFL. But as of right now, I think there's a lot of speculation that they're going to bring in a number two legit wide receiver, bro.
yeah. I mean, and a lot of people, again, they got their eyes. It's a good comment here, talking about Houston. You
Mm-hmm.
know, awareness and accountability. Has a great comment. Let's not forget it. Some players are going to get cut. Absolutely. You don't have to rush right now to get a wide
No
receiver. We've
facts.
got plenty of time to get a wide receiver. It's not something that you have to just jump at immediately.
Mm-hmm.
We've got almost a month before training camp, and then we got all of training camp. So we've got time to figure some things out before we have to jump on that.
Mm-hmm.
Capricorn says, "Give me Olave all day, second round pick. Let's go." Yeah, I'd give up a second for Olave in a heartbeat.
With the quickness.
Absolutely in a heartbeat. And
Yeah.
here's the thing: as quiet as it's kept, I know Olave's got injury, concussion issues. Okay, I get that. But when healthy, are we sure that Olave's not better than DK Metcalf? Are we
Big,
are
big,
we positive about that? And
big,
that's
big.
not a knock on DK. That's just how good Olave actually is. So
When
that's something to think about. So
when healthy, Olave has the potential to be a top 10 receiver in the league. When healthy, 100% healthy with a serviceable quarterback,
correct.
he running wide open. And he
Correct.
can run every route on the route tree. Every last one of them. I don't care what route it is, he can run it to perfection.
Correct.
So yeah. Olave's.
So Alonzo Dunn says, guys, I disagree with y'all's assessment of Calvin Austin. I think Rodgers will turn him into a two. He's got hands and stuff. The thing about it is, and I agree with, he's got hands, he's tough, but name another wide receiver number two that's 5'8".
Nope.
There isn't any. I
Nope.
can't think of one that's 5'8". I'm not, disparaging his ability. I'm not saying he's not any good. I didn't say anything like that. All I'm saying is sometimes size will knock you out of something, and he's just short. He's a little guy. No, nothing there. It's just because even Tyler Lockett is 5'10".
Yeah.
There's just not a whole lot of guys that are 5'8". Steve Smith was taller than 5'8". He was
Yeah.
bigger than that.
Yeah.
So he's just a little dude. That's
And,
all. He's
and
just a
Calvin
little dude.
Austin ain't Steve Smith. Why you playing Steve
No,
Smith, a
and
Hall
that's
of Famer?
another thing. Yeah, you
Yeah,
can't
Steve
compare
Smith's
the
a Hall
two
of
because he
Famer.
is not Steve Smith.
Yeah, he a Hall of Famer. That's no. That ain't Calvin Austin. He ain't no Hall of Famer.
So, and that's the whole thing. It's like true wide receiver number twos, which is technically the flanker position. They're just a little bigger than him. And I really think that his best position is in the slot. Thank you for supporting the channel, man. We appreciate you subscribing. I just think that's his best position. That's all. I still think that the Steelers are going to jump at the chance if they have an opportunity to go after Wicks in Green Bay. I think that's
Oh,
the guy that the Steelers are going to. Everybody keeps talking about Dobbs. I don't think Green Bay wants to give up Dobbs, but Wicks, I think they would, and I think that would be a guy that the Steelers could go after. That's just
B,
me talking. I don't know.
B, do you okay? So let me ask you. Like you've been talking about Wicks for a minute. What about Indianapolis, man? They got like 5 of them. Do you think we can get one of them out of there? Pittman, Pierce, Adnan Mitchell, Dobbs. Can
Possibly, you just can't have all those guys.
yeah.
All
I
those
think we
guys, I
get
don't
one out
think
of
are
there.
going to make the. Oh, I mean, I guess they could, but I just think, yeah, you could go get one of those. My thing is, you could trade for one of those guys for a 5th or a 6th rounder. You could do
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
You could definitely do that. So I think they got to look at that um, as part of it. That would be my thing.
yeah,
But still moves to be made, people. There are
yeah,
still moves to be made.
yeah,
So I don't think the Steelers are done just yet. Revisit Cortland Sutton. I don't think Cortland Sutton's on the market. The reason why is because, first of all, Cortland Sutton is kind of from that area. I think he likes Denver because I
mhm.
think Cortland Sutton went to Colorado State, if I'm not mistaken.
Facts.
So from that area, or at least went to college in that area, and now he's there. He didn't want to leave last year. He just wanted a little bit more money. Well, the
Mhm,
Broncos gave it to him, and then it worked with him and
mhm,
Bo Nix.
mhm.
So, and if everybody thinks that the Broncos are going to be this good football team this year, okay, well, if they are, Cortland Sutton, I think, is a part of that.
Yeah,
So while I still like Cortland Sutton, I just don't think that's a possibility. I don't think they're going to want to try to get rid of him.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
all.
yeah.
But we'll see. And the thing about Watson, awareness says, what about Watson? Watson tore his ACL at the end of last year.
That's facts.
So while I think he's fine, he's a good player, I don't want to trade for a guy coming off an ACL injury.
Mm-mm,
That's all,
mm-mm.
and that's just me. I mean, I can be wrong, but I just wouldn't want to do that. Not saying he's
Mhm.
not a good player because I think he is, but he is coming. And that was at the end of the year last year. It
Mhm.
wasn't like it was like week 6. That was at the end of the year last year that he tore his ACL. So that's just me.
Yeah.
That's just me. Moving on, man, to our final segment today.